on a project that has been long in the making. I believe originally it dates back to 2015 when the funding was started to be cobbled together to make this a reality. And for reference, we are of course out on Westside Boulevard behind us. And we were telling our own Westside Boulevard stories, but I won't even drive this street because the traffic is so bad. And it has also been an interesting, it's like the border between Rio Rancho and Albuquerque. So it took us a while to kind of coordinate efforts, but wonderfully, and we're joined by folks we'll introduce, we're joined by city officials from Rio Rancho. This is a collaborative joint effort, and they've done most of their part, and now Albuquerque's going to deliver on a new corridor connecting essentially the west side to both Rio Rancho and to Albuquerque. So we're here to announce essentially that we're going to be taking this road here and adding 2 lanes each way. Also adding bike lanes as part of our Complete Streets and Vision Zero commitment. As a reminder, everything that we do in the city of Albuquerque, we now try and weave in that concept of pedestrian safety and bicycle safety and vehicle safety. And that's what Vision Zero is all about. So the design for this program will include all of that. And this is part of an effort that also the Westside City Councilor and our Chairwoman Borrego has been working on to relieve traffic on the west side. And the good news is this project will help with that, absolutely. And it's also going to be done probably in the summer of 2022. So it's not too far away. That's good news. And also the next big one is obviously out sort of on Paseo and Unser. And so we'll see what happens in the legislature, but we're excited that hopefully this will be sort of a 2-step, and this is the first step in, again, transformational traffic relief for folks out on the west side. So I'll just introduce folks as we come up, but that's a good introduction to our next speaker. But first, I did want to mention Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody, and most people rocking their green. I got some socks from the Consulate of Ireland. Send me socks, so thank you, Consulate General from Ireland, for the Irish socks on St. Patrick's Day. All right, so with that though, let's go back to this project, and both the chairperson of City Council in Albuquerque and the representative from this area of District 5, Councilor Cynthia Borrego. Councilor?
Thank you, Mayor, and I just want to say Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. I didn't wear any socks. So, Mayor, I'm glad you did. But I did wear green today, and I'm excited today to welcome all of these officials to District 5, which is my district. And I'm excited to kick off this project that we've been working on since I was elected. We are happy to announce a $10 million improvement project, which includes streetscape and a lot of great amenities. Hopefully, also I have allocated $300,000 from my set aside as a phase 2 to add additional landscape and possibly noise mitigation. If what we're doing isn't enough, I'm dedicating some of my own funding to ensure that other funding will be obtained, and I'm sure I'll be knocking on the mayor's door and some of the other councilors to ask for that. Of course, we want to protect our beautiful 7-bar neighborhood from any negative impacts that this project could bring, but I think it's actually going to be an improvement. And as you can see behind me, this is a very heavily traveled roadway. This is really a regional roadway because it connects with Rio Rancho, and is in the distance you could see Rust Medical Center, which is very well used in Rio Rancho. And I just want to acknowledge also the mayor of Rio Rancho and the mayor of Albuquerque, who worked with me diligently, and our staffs worked together to ensure that this day would come. And I'm going to ask the residents to be patient in the next couple of years, because we do have you know, there is going to be construction. But one of the things that you find on the west side is you find a lot of these circulation roadways that are needing to be expanded or to be improved in some way, and we are working to improve the entire circulation for the west side. So with that, I'm excited for this day and excited for our residents of the west side, and I will turn it back over to the mayor.
Right,
thank you.
Okay, let's see, and now let's go to a little bit to the Rio Rancho side of the street and start with Rio Rancho Mayor Greg Hull. Mayor?
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Let me get rid of the sunglasses and the mask here. Well, good afternoon, everybody. What an exciting day. If you've lived up in Rio Rancho for very long, you'll remember back on the day when this road ended at 7 Bar Loop, and I think we had to four-wheel from 7 Bar to Golf Course if we wanted to get into Rio Rancho from this direction. Otherwise, it was go back down to Ellison. I don't know if you remember this, Mayor, but you had to go back down to Ellison and come down Golf Course, and Golf Course was just a 2-little-lane road at the time as well. So as we've developed these paths into Rio Rancho, it's been pretty fabulous. So with that, I'd like to thank Councilor Borrego and Mayor Keller and Dr. Carissa Culbreth, City Council District 5 in Rio Rancho, for joining us here today to celebrate this much-needed road expansion. Just a few years ago, in September 2015, the City of Rio Rancho celebrated the completion of Westside Boulevard improvements from Unser to Golf Course, including the Arroyo Bridge that is actually in the city of Albuquerque, but creating this connection that just comes down as the road bends around. And so now having this project come forward to actually pair that up and really complete this is going to be excellent. I'm very excited about the multimodal options with the bike lanes and the walking paths and the safe streets aspect that the city of Albuquerque has really put a lot of thought into this to make sure that this is a really excellent corridor, a safe corridor, and one that can be used by both the citizens of Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. This truly is a great example of collaboration. Before that, Westside Boulevard from Unser to the Arroyo, as I said, was unpaved dirt road until 2011. And the incredible growth of the Westside area just in the past 5 to 10 years is nothing short of impressive and exciting. Key to this growth is reliable infrastructure for all Westside residents. And we know how important infrastructure is to the foundation and progression of a city. At the City of Rio Rancho, we have prioritized road reconstruction and utility line placements with the passing of several general obligation bond initiatives during my administration. And Westside Boulevard is a gateway thoroughfare that connects Rio Rancho and Albuquerque. And as the Westside grows, so does the traffic and the need for infrastructure investment. This is why we at the City of Rio Rancho are excited to see this particular project get started. We all know how critical it is for public organizations to not only work with private entities, but also each other to get projects completed, especially projects that affect each of our citizens on a daily basis. Since we are neighbors, Rio Rancho and Albuquerque, it only makes sense that we work together to improve the lives of our residents. For this project, Rio Rancho City staff worked with the City of Albuquerque on planning and public outreach, and I'm grateful for our great working relationship, and I look forward to Rio Rancho and Albuquerque collaborating on even more projects. Once again, I just want to say thank you to all the hard work that the City of Albuquerque, this City Council in Albuquerque, City of Rio Rancho staff members, the Mayor, Councilor Borrego, have all put in to bringing this project to fruition. So thank you very much, appreciate it, and we're looking forward to getting this dirt broken. Thank you, Mayor.
Sure, thank you. We're also joined by the city councilor from this area from Rio Rancho. So, Councilor Culbreth, if you want to say a few words, up to you. All right. In that case, we're going to wrap up with the guy who builds everything in the city of Albuquerque, and he'll outline some of the details here. But Pat Montoya, of course, our Director of Municipal Development, this is part of the broader 200 million effort of construction that we're continuing through pandemic and so forth. And so we're just so excited that yet another major project to not only build up both our cities, but also keep a bunch of people employed.
So let me just begin by thanking the mayor and Councilor Borrego for your continued support for the department and for projects on the west side. As the mayor mentioned, we were able to put out a little over $200 million in projects throughout the city. We've got one at this very end, and then the Tejeros Arroyo, an $11 or $12 million project out at Mesa del Sol. So our department is busy, but again, we rely on elected officials like the mayor and the council as a whole to make this happen. It's a pleasure for me to thank staff that works on this project. Paula Dodge Kwan is our traffic engineer who helps design and implement these programs. Her and her staff, Debbie Bauman, is at another meeting this afternoon, but I definitely want to thank them because without their continued support, we just can't make things happen. We, as the leaders of a department, guide, but these are the individuals that make things happen on a daily basis. I want to thank Johnny Chandler for his involvement. He's always been very good about making all of this happen for us as well. And Paula, I don't know if I'm missing anyone from your staff. Oh, Bridget is there. There we go. Masks and sunglasses are a little deceiving at this point, but Bridget, thank you. She is the project manager for this as well. And then we need to thank Star Paving. They are the contractor that will make this project happen for us, as well as Tideland Engineering. They helped to design it several years in the making, but we're here today. I work in Albuquerque. I'm a resident of Rio Rancho. I just live right by the hospital, so I use this road every day. I know how important it is to make it expand. I also want to thank the Mayor Hull from Rio Rancho. We just signed off on a joint project with you. We're going to do the trail from Golf Course all the way to Unser, so we will have a pedestrian trail that will enhance bicycle and pedestrian uses as well. So again, with that, I'll close, but Mayor, back to you. And again, thank you, everyone. And be patient. We'll get it done in a year and a half or so, and everybody will be much happier on the way home. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, let's do this. If there are questions, we'll take a few, but otherwise we'll grab some shovels. Any questions? Pretty straightforward. All right. So, Johnny, you want to kind of arrange us, etc.?
Okay. Mayor, Councilor Borrego, Mayor Hull. Sorry, Councilor, right there.
Oh yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's been open. You should call me. Turn the other on. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Sure. All right, so let's count down from 3 backwards. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's brutal on the cameras. Yeah, and if you want to just kind of pose for a minute with them. Yeah, there you go. All right, sorry about the dirt. Nice. All right, well, thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Good job. This is going to be